Well, guys, it's been a crazy, busy day. I've had to enjoy my day. It was Father's Day, and I enjoyed it with my kids. I have, for those of you that do not know, I have three little ones, and they are the loves of my life. And I had fun, playing and enjoying my time, Daddy's Day, with my boy, girl, and boy. And that out of the way, oh man, it's been a crazy day. Okay, so right off the bat, I guess I'm going to talk a little bit about the actor. I didn't know much about him, but Mr. Anton Yelchin passed away. It was a freak car accident, and I thought, when I first heard about it, I thought maybe he was in a car accident, maybe he was driving, and when I kept hearing that it was a weird accident, a friend of mine gave me the details. I just thought about how there's been a lot, how they always talk about these things always happen in threes, but it seems like it's been like three a month or three a week, it feels like, and these celebrities are really just going, man. The further we get into this year, it's gonna be a pack. I keep thinking about the Oscars, next year's Oscars, when they do the memorandum or whatever it's called of the celebrities that passed. There's gonna be a lot of names up there, like a lot of heavy hitters. Prince is probably going to be mentioned out there since he was in Purple Rain. Wow, it's just, but this one was a weird story. Anton Yelchin, you might know him best as, you guys already know. If you guys are watching this, then you guys know this guy from the new Star Trek series. Young guy, man, 27 years old. I'm 36, but oh man, what a way to go. I mean, from what I understand, he was getting out of his car and he was checking his mail, and maybe the car, he thought it was in park, but maybe it just kicked in the reverse or something. And the car rolled back and pinned him against the wall where his mailbox was. And I can only imagine that I heard that's what happened to him. I was just, I don't like to hear, when it's not real, when it's a movie and whatnot, then it's a different story. I can stomach a lot of things, but when I know that it's real or that it really happened to a person, you wonder if a person goes fast or if they suffer. You think about what goes under their mind. Does your life flash? Things like that, and because it actually happened to him. He was alone, and it happened to him, and man, it's just, and he has his whole career ahead of him, and it's just like that, and you just never know when it's your time. But from what I could tell, he was he reminds me of my uncle. He was one of these guys that seemed to have friends everywhere. I haven't seen one person have a bad thing to say about this guy. He seems to be one of those guys, and those guys, those are the ones that we need the most, man. It's those people that get along with everybody, that makes everybody smile. Everybody probably, unless there's probably a lot of people in his life that has a million stories, but I'm pretty sure just from his demeanor, from what I've seen, not just what people want you to see, but just some genuine stuff. How he carried himself. He seemed to be one of those guys that everybody liked. And it's always sad when one of those types of guys goes so young, because on a personal level, it reminds me of my uncle. He was one of those guys as well. So, I guess that out of the way. Welcome. This is episode 30 of Talking Through the Medias. I'm Chris. I'm your executive producer, your host for the evening. It is Monday, and just a little recap of what has been going on in the world. And first off, I want to start with let's get into something. Let's get back on a lighter subject. And we're going to stick to the world of movies, but we're going to lighten it up. So, without further ado, this is box office. At number 1, Finding Dory. Of course, if anybody thought that wasn't going to be the number 1 movie, come on, you just don't know the power of Disney. Now, did I think it was going to make 136 plus million? No, I thought it was going to fall well under 100, but never underestimate Disney. Never underestimate the power of that Finding Nemo movie, man. I'll tell you what, just like Happy Feet, Finding Nemo was one of those movies that can instantly shut a kid up. Parents are blessed to have, and as a parent, I know, man, you put Finding Nemo on, kids shut up. They just shut up. They are. I can't understand why. They're probably studying that movie right now to figure it out. But it's something about the water, the fish tank element, or whatever's going on. Watching fish swim, kids shut up. They quote the movie, they talk, but 9 times out of 10, they just sit there and watch. They watch the hell out of it. They want to watch it again, and they want to watch it again. So I'm not surprised. I am kind of shocked. I didn't think it was going to make over 100 for the opening weekend, but 136 is damn good, especially since it's been kind of a slow start to this summer. But Finding Dory kicking down the door at 136 plus million. That's awesome. Central Intelligence held on to number 2 at 34 million. And that's respectful. I was hoping it would make a little bit more than that, but that was a funny movie, man. If you guys saw my review, go check out the review I did of that. I had a spoiler review. If you haven't seen it, I also have a non-spoiler review on it as well. Check it out. That movie is worth the price of the ticket. Go check that movie out. That's definitely a movie I'm going to have in my collection. I can't wait to buy that on Blu-ray or download it. Number 3, in the second week, Conjuring 2. I also had a review of that one as well. It came in at 15 million. Now You See Me 2 does a nosedive drop at 9.6 mil. Followed by Warcraft at 6.5 mil. X-Men Apocalypse was at 5,200,000. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, 5 million. On its third week, Me Before You holding strong at number 8, 4.1 million. Alice Through the Looking Glass, 1.6 million. No, I'm sorry, I'm just lying. 3.6 mil. And then rounding off the top 10, still in there, baby, Captain America: Civil War. So. Let me read this again, at 2.2 mil. And that's the 7th week. Been in the game longer than all these other ones put together almost, and it's still in the top 10. That was a hell of a movie. So outstanding. Marvel's killing it. Disney's killing it. I'm surprised Star Wars ain't still. The damn thing been on Blu-ray already. And the next one hasn't come out yet. I'm surprised they ain't even in the top 10, man. But I saw the good bulk of these movies, about half of them, I think. Can't wait to see Finding Dory. I was supposed to see it today. It didn't work out, so I'll see it next week. I wanted to give a review today. It's not going to happen. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Depending on how good the movie is. But it must be damn good to knock out that 1.36. That's 1.36. 136 plus 100 million. So the box office doesn't lie. They give it and they take it away. Goodness, I think this is accurate. This is where it should be. Out of the top 10, but just interesting to me, Zootopia is still in there at 13. It made $900,000 this week, and it ticked up from last week. So I thought that was interesting. So that's your box office, guys. Let me know which movies that you saw. Are you gonna go see Finding Dory? Are you guys interested in that? I mean, what's my demographic out here, guys? I mean, let me know what's going on. I mean, I'm thinking we're just a bunch of Marvel geeks, right? But I mean, if I go to find a door, I'm probably gonna be by myself, so it's just gonna be weird. I just want to know, because I'll do it. I'll freak out a kid. This is gonna happen. But moving on from that, and something. Okay, let's turn on the TV right now. Okay, let's just turn this thing on. So I'm a sports fan. I mostly watch wrestling. That's the only real sport that's out there. Working on bringing back a segment that I used to do on this channel called The Bros to WrestleMania. Finally worked out the kinks of how to deliver that show. Hopefully we're going to be doing some podcasting soon, so that's going to be coming back. And keeping in the theme of sports. Man. The Cleveland Cavaliers pull it off. That's the title of this thumbnail. This is why we clicked on it, so let's talk about this. It's the first time a championship has ever been brought to Cleveland. I mean, the whole time I was watching the game, I'm like, it's 1990. So I was feeling my bones physical. I don't know what was going on, but I just knew LeBron was gonna pull it off, man. I feel like if he didn't do it, if he didn't get this third ring at this time, after what Curry and the Warriors did to him last year, didn't get that payback. Ooh, that whole King James thing was going to be in question, that boy. But to come back in the NBA Finals, this has never happened before. And a lot of you sports fans, you know this. To come back from a deficit of 3 wins to 1, 3-1, out of a best of 7, the first person to get 4 wins. They had it. I mean, talk about choke. They were up 3-1 in the series. And the Cleveland Cavaliers swept on the road at home and won the last game on the road. First team in NBA history to ever come back from a 3-1 deficit in the finals. It's happened in the playoffs before. Never happened. It happened this year. Damn Warriors did it to get to the damn finals. And then pulled the same bull. Okay, see, we look at it like, how y'all like it? But they did it. They choked. I tweeted it out. LeBron James, the new definition of clutch. That all and the emotion on his face. It was a hell of a game. Look, I thought it would score. The points would go over 100. But 90 something, 89 or something like that. I don't know. I was there the whole time I'm sitting there like, man, just hold on to that lead and just kill the clock. Hold the damn ball, man. You got this. You're going to make some history, man. Bringing that championship to Cleveland. 3-1 deficit. LeBron James got that third win. Now you got to get 4 more. You know, get God. But this was a hell of a season. It's his time. Congratulations to the Cavaliers. Y'all gonna do the damn thing. Let's see what happens next year. I forced my son to watch it on my damn Father's Day. I'm watching my son sitting there. My son loves baseball. He loves football. Sitting there watching basketball, like he wanted to play his damn video game so bad. His dad, this is boring. He loves sports. He loves all sports. He told me it was boring because he wanted to get on that damn Sonic, but that's not boring. So I let him play after the game. Alright, so moving on. I want to make this short. What was the last topic? So I recently did a recap after binging Orange is the New Black season 4. And I apologize now because I recorded on my phone. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning. Like it is like right now. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I was exhausted. I just binged 13 damn episodes of Orange is the New Black. I'm surprised I even turned my computer on. I was so ready for bed. I was in bed and I still got up and did it. Ungrateful bastards. So this is so the sound quality. It was my fault. It's not you. It was me. The sound quality was bad. So that sucked. But that's not the point. point is this? I got a lot of great comments. I got a lot of bitchy. But one day, I tell you guys all the time at the end of every show, I always say the same thing. Let's keep talking. I love it. I love your comments. I want to have a conversation. But I'm not going to get sucked into a fake debate. And what I mean by that is this. You want to talk about movies, you want to talk about TV shows, you want to debate the politics and stuff, a real debate is the opportunity of me to convince you or to see things my way or find a middle ground or vice versa. See things your way or find common ground. That's debate. We talk about the issues and we try to convince the other party of why we're right or just find some logical points to plead our case and have some good strong conversation. I don't like debating a person that thinks that's only sitting there just nodding his head, just waiting for me to shut up, so waiting for his turn to speak. There's no point of that. What's the point of even arguing with me on something? You see it one way, you're never going to see it in any other kind of way. You're not even going to entertain a possibility of another way, and you just want to argue. What's the point of that? Just go do something. Go. And here's the thing that I got into a discussion about. Sometimes you can invoke my comments, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But when I make the comment, now spoiler alert guys, if you haven't finished watching Orange is the New Black, or if you plan on doing it, I'm about to spoil it. When the character Pusey was killed, and if you've seen how she died, had a guard on her back holding her down, she couldn't breathe, he weighed like twice her size, and suffocated her to death. All because he was being distracted by Crazy Eyes, doing her crazy thing. I'm not going to get into a whole political thing about it. I'm not going to call anybody racist. I'm not going to say Black Lives Matter, all that, because this is just a damn TV show. TV show. It's not real. These people are actors. This stuff probably happens in prisons all the time, but these people are actors. The thing that really pissed me off, well, not pissed me off, it bugged me. If somebody just wanted to debate, then instantly, the second the episode finished, they just commented on my shit and go, it was all Crazy Eyes. That's Crazy Eyes is the reason why she died. If Crazy Eyes didn't distract that guard, the guard wouldn't have to be leaning on top of her and suffocating. It reminds me of how people in the media, they say you have that kid, they get shot 50 times by the cops, and he immediately have to just jump to the cops' defense because the kid's dead, can't defend himself. I'm sure if the kid was alive, he'd be like, I was surrendering or whatever, blah blah blah. That makes things complicated. Cops say it all the time. If I'm going to pull your gun, you better kill them. Because it's worse wounding them and having them go through the system. That's worse than arguing over a dead body. I've heard cops say this. I was raised by a family of cops. Cops are all in my family. I've never had a bad experience with a cop, actually. Pulled over a couple of times, speeding. Shit happens. I've never had a bad experience with a cop. I know how to conduct myself. That being said, I also know I like to play lawyer, and I look at things the way I see it, and I see things the way I see it, and I call it the way I see it. And that cop was negligent. I'm not saying he's a murderer. I'm not saying he's going to feel guilty. He feels bad about it. And everybody's going to call things out like racism and all that stuff. This show was written by white people. White people wrote this show. White cop killed a black inmate. And these people aren't even real. These are actors. And just like in real life, you got people commenting on my channel talking about it's that other person's fault, not the dead body person. It's the other black person, the crazy ass woman that distracted the guard and caused the death of that woman. It's totally erasing the cop out of the equation. It's instinctively. That's what pissed me off. Like I didn't even say anything about the subject. I just said it was sad to see that girl go. And people just instantly just go, but it was Crazy Eye's fault that she's dead. Like, really? You're going to get into that debate? Like, why? My response to that was, her name is Crazy Eye. She's crazy. She shouldn't even be in that system. She should be in an institution. By definition, she's not responsible for her little outbursts that she had that distracted that guard while he was suffocating that other prisoner when he had her restrained and caused her death. So no, it's not Crazy Eye's fault. Then the response to that was, well, no. We can get into a whole debate about her mental state later. No, I'm just talking about the fact that what she was doing was leaning over that cop and causing him to lean on top of the girl a little bit harder, and it caused that's all her fault. Like, and right there, that was the problem. Like, I couldn't even make a point. You immediately wanted to interrupt my life and my channel and be like, I didn't even bring this up, and you just and I'm always skeptical about people like that. When I don't even bring it up, I don't even say nothing. I kind of hint towards the topic of the conversation. I just say, "Hey, it was sad to see that girl go," and you instantly go, "It wasn't the guy's fault." I didn't say it was, but now I'm looking at you like, why are you trying to convince me so hard that it wasn't his fault? I'm wondering if I'm texting or commenting with a guy on my channel who's probably a prison guard who's probably caused the death of a girl before. And he's probably on trial by internal affairs or some shit like that, and then he's trying to clear his conscience by messing with me on my channel. Like, these people aren't real. This is a TV show. Hey, what are we debating about? The sad thing about it is, even in the show, the warden was like, dude, you weigh like 200 and something pounds. That girl weighed 90 something pounds. And what the hell is wrong with you? You, even as the third party perception, the viewer, saw that Hussein was trying to help and stop the situation and got killed by accident. And you immediately jump on the defense of the guard, who, as the viewer, you saw a flashback that guard was incompetent, twitchy. And I'm always worried about the twitchy one. They always tell you, if a guy's got a gun to your face, he's holding it all like steady, like cold-blooded, and like not nervous at all, you're more likely to, maybe he's there to kill you or whatever, I don't know. You're probably more likely to survive that situation versus the guy that's holding the gun is all twitchy shit. That dude will accidentally pull the trigger and kill you when he doesn't need to, when he never even meant to. And that's what that character was. And that's how the character was written. The character was written twitchy. He was a little bitch. He was a little shy he was a cream puff. He had no business being out there. What the hell was he doing being a prison guard? You're responsible for those people's lives. You have to make sure that they don't they're incarcerated. You gotta keep them in line, keep them in order. We feed them, don't we? That's the state feeds them. They're not in there. They don't have a death sentence. Some of those people have got to get out. Keep them alive. Keep them from killing each other. He didn't mean to kill her. It wasn't murder. He didn't wake up thinking, I'm going to kill this girl once. No. He was restraining her. And it was a trained move. It's a restraint that you're trained to perfect. And he let himself get distracted. And he just up and forgot that he has this girl under his knee. Oh, but it's the other girl's fault. She distracted him. He's the professional. He's the trained professional. If the other person was causing more of a threat, I would have got my ass up and handled that. The 97 pounds soaking wet wasn't causing any problems. She was already on the ground. Crazy Eyes is crazy. Handle that. Get your ass up. But he still wanted to debate me. No, because Crazy Eyes was the one that distracted him and it wasn't his fault. Like, why are you defending him so hard? The writer of the show even showed you that he was a little twitchy bitch. Why are you defending it so hard? I just didn't get it. Like, why are you clearing your conscience on my channel? What do you want? But he's still defending it. I feel like it was the actor. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Who are you? I couldn't figure it out. But I don't care. You know the difference between difference and indifference? I don't know. And I don't care. Free movie tickets if you can tell me what movie that came from. Oh my God. But even you're the viewer. You saw the guy's background. You saw that he was incompetent. You saw all this. You saw that Crusade was in there for a non-violent crime. You saw that she was trying to help. And she got killed. And the second her life, she was released from the mortal coil, you did exactly what the people in the news would be doing. You immediately attack the dead body. Like it, and then when you wonder where the phrase, some lives that matters comes from. And that's not. And here's a tip. It doesn't mean that this life matters more than that life. The all lives matter thing is true. But when people's actions make a lot of people feel like you're forgetting that a certain person's life matters, whether they're black, white, gay, straight, Hispanic, Asian, don't matter. Once you start treating somebody like they don't matter, then they need to remind you, hey, remember that all you guys keep talking about, all lives matter? Hey, we're included in that too. What happened to the fucking all? What about the Asian? What about the Hispanic guy? What about the woman? What about the gay guy? Aren't they supposed to be included in this all? Treat me the way you want to be treated. And that goes in everything. Whether we in prison, whether we on a computer, debating over some stupid shit that ain't real, or whatever. Treat me with the same respect that you demand for yourself. And we gonna get along just fine. That was a little pregnant. I'm sorry. Apologize. But you know who I'm talking to. But it doesn't matter. This shit is not real. It was a story. Oh my God. It was a good season though. And there was one person that really, she hit the nail right on the head about this. And I really want to have a little debate with that person. So you got my message. Hopefully you'll respond to it. And I'm, like I said, guys, let's talk about this stuff all day. But if you think I'm going to engage with you because you feel like trolling, you just feel like getting a reaction, I'm just going to ignore you. I'm just going to ignore you. But if we're actually having a real conversation, then yeah, let's talk. I mean, I'm talking about a real conversation where I look at you and go, yeah, I didn't think about it like that. Yeah, okay. And then you do the same thing. Yeah, okay, good. I didn't think about it like that. But if you're just sitting there just sweating your ass off like, I'm going to get up, I'm going to get up. I'm like, no, you're not, block. Like, no, you're not. You're not going to get it. Because you're never going to identify yourself. You're never going to have the guts to talk to me in my face. And you're just going to sit on that side. Now, I'm going to sit on my side because I don't know if you're a big giant dude that can kick my ass. And I don't want to know. So I'm just going to sit on my side. I'm going to mind my own business. I'm going to make my little videos. I'm going to keep it moving. Now, we're just going to live and let live. Just calm down. That was a public service announcement for episode 30. Keep it simple, stupid. Kiss this shit goodbye. But what do you guys think? Comment, hit the subscribe button. Keep me on my toes. I love this kind of stuff. I love the fact that we can talk about these things. I love the fact that I can go on a rant. I love the fact that you can disagree. I love the fact that you agree sometimes. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. So let me know what you guys think. And as always, let's just keep talking. But don't be a dick. You know who I'm talking to.